Hello, my name is Katrine Teilman and I'm a Customer Success Manager here at Hoist Group Norway. I'm specialized in marketing and my role here in Hoist Group is to help our customers to create content for our digital touchpoints. Today, as a part of our Phoenix program, I will talk to you about how you can use your Hoist tools to communicate to your customers now when you reopen your hotels. Product by product, I will go through each one and highlight the features that is available and let you know and give you some ideas on how you can use those tools. Before I go through the products, I like to just say a little bit about what you should communicate these days. And I think it's important for you to inform the customers about the new routines and tell them what you have done to prepare the stay for them. And secondly, I think you can use your tools to remind your customers about these routines when they're at your hotel. Even before your guest arrives at your hotel, you can start to inform them about what you have done at your hotel and what the new routines will be when they arrive. That you can do through the confirmation that is sent out from Hotsoft when they book their stay. It's possible to customize this one to add on some information at the bottom of the confirmation. There you can add a little note telling what you've done. You can add a link to your website where you have more information about what preparations that are made. Or you can add on a QR code that directs to a specified website. To start to send your customers information that early, even before they arrive, they will make your customers aware that you are prepared. They will make them more secure. They will feel that you have prepared and will take care of them in a safe way when they arrive. Another functionality in Hotsoft is that you can send an SMS message to your customer, and that I will recommend to do before they arrive at your hotel, maybe 1 or 2 days ahead, telling them that you wish them welcome to your hotel and looking forward for them to arrive, but also remind them to read through the routines that you sent out earlier with the confirmation. So these are the 2 things I recommend you do before your guests arrive. But when they arrive at your hotel, it's several touch points at your hotel that I think it's important for you to use actively. Because the functionality is already there, so I don't use it. So what are we going to look at? We're going to look at the Wi-Fi connection you might have, digital signage, your mobile key solution, and your TV solution. When your guests arrive, of course, they want to log on to the Wi-Fi network, and then you might have just a logon page. On that page, you can update the background image, but you can also add in a link to a web page. It could be a landing page that you have created with additional information, or you can just link it to your website if you already have some updates and information up there. If you have the full hotel service portal, then you can add in even more information. You can add another section with information about your new routines, and you can also add some in imagery as well, and it's also available a banner function. Next is the digital signage. Either you have a small signage screen in the reception area, or you have the full conference solution. You should use these screens to inform your guests when they arrive at your hotel. Tell them about new routines, how the breakfast routines will be, and also maybe add some infographics about social distancing, personal hygiene, and things like that. Show, as I said, show them routines, but also give them reminders about these things. As already mentioned, for the confirmation, we added a QR code to how to download the mobile key app. If you do have the mobile key product at your hotel, then you will in this app have the possibility to add information at the room specification, where you can add information about your cleaning routines, or you can add a link at the bottom of the app that leads to a landing page. It could be a landing page you created specifically for COVID-19 information, or it could be just a link to your website. At the hotel room, you have the TV portal. For those of you that have Fusion, you will have the same content there as you have from the Wi-Fi guest portal. So if you already added it for the Wi-Fi solution, you will have it in the TV solution. Do you have a standalone TV solution? You need to create content for this as well. That could be like a page with some text information, some bullets, or you can do a slider with a combination of an infographic and text. It's different ways to do this, depending on what you have prepared from before. And also, if you have a landing page, you can also include the QR code to your to your TV portal. Do you think this is a bit overwhelming? Thinking about all the tools you have and how can you prepare all this content? Don't be afraid. We can simplify it so it's easier for you. To start with, don't think about the tools. Think about what you need to communicate and start out to be short. As I mentioned in the beginning, just write down one sentence or some few bullets that you want to communicate. These few points can be used in all your tools. And then you can build on this. Do you have prepared something on your website from before that you can reuse? Do you have resources and skills to add in some imagery or some infographic? Do that. And even on top of that, if you have the resources to create a landing page with more information, do that. But if not, just stick to just short and simple text. Don't make it too complicated. When you have that set, then think through which channels do you have at your hotel. Make a list. After listing your products, you now know what you want to communicate and the format you need to prepare the content for. Then you start with one of the channels, one tool. Prepare the content from that. Move on to the next one and to the next one. One at a time. That makes it easier to focus and the tasks are not too big to get through. And also, as I said, reuse your content all the way along. Don't find up something else, something new every time. Just reuse it. So I think that was what I wanted to share with you today. I hope it was useful and I hope you want to go back to your hotel now and actually use some of the tools you already have. And also, as a part of our Phoenix program, we have a one-on-one consultancy for free. If you haven't already used that one-on-one time for something else, it's possible for you to use it as a guidance to get started with the content. So don't hesitate to do it. If you want to have any questions and want to talk about this with us, just send us an email on marketing@hoistgroup.com and they will lead you to your right contact in your country. Thank you. Goodbye.